there no doubt that some of them will try to give them some of the negative ways as to how they can climb faster. But it's also important that you know what is good and what is wrong.
Hello everyone, my name is Ogenete Godo and I welcome you to another episode 3 of Voices of Resilience podcast series with Freedom Haute. Here with me is
Chike Okonkwo is my name.
Okay, so Chike Okonkwo, can you please tell us what you do?
Okay, I'm a business developer and I co-found a company called Gamic. We're into we run a platform called Gamic, and is a messaging platform for communities, and we try to host gaming tournaments, and also it's also a Web3 focused project, in the sense that you can do crypto activities on it and all that. We're trying to bridge the gap between the Web2 industry and Web3 industry all in one place, and bring apps and features that helps communication becomes easier amongst people who are managing communities online.
Wow, I love, it's so innovative. I don't think it's regular, and even if it is, yours sound different, and it's such a pleasure to have you here. So I have a very, very important question. You know, Freedom Haute is all about empowering models as well as fashion designers, especially models that have been through some kind of abuse, fashion designers that experience industry intimidation. Do you think there are some things happening in the modeling sector that you've observed over the years that you feel Nigerians, Africa, or globally we could do better to make this environment for models a safer and more inclusive space for them?
So I think because of my background in the early days when I was a student, I used to run a clothing line. I called it Silver Sand with my co-founder then, and we had models model our outfits for us. We customized T-shirts, male, females, customized normal shirts also, and I understood that many models, especially, there were quite a number of tasks that they had to meet in order for them to be part of a modeling job and all of that, either on the finance side, or maybe they are being given they are being told to do this, or else you never get jobs
Something that
from
they are
us
not supposed
that
to
they're not
do.
supposed to do. And I think that's not being fair to people because of the kind of country I think we are in. These agencies are not being touchlight properly. Especially those people who put themselves on quote and unquote, we run modeling agencies. I think a lot of things are just left to for them to play by whichever way they want. Once they've registered their company, they've done this. Nobody cares about what are the models actually facing in this with these agencies that they work with. And also, I think a lot of even brands themselves also tend to take advantage of some of these things, and also sometimes they don't. The models are not their number one priority. Their own is come and model my wear. I discuss with the branding agency. They take the branding agency more important than even the models who are supposed. If without the models, the branding agency will not exist. So I think there's need for a lot around that industry to be brought to book, and whatever agencies that are involved, whether it is a ministry or whatever that has to look into the rights of these models, I think is definitely something that they should look into.
So there is room for, or should I say, there is a need for sensitization in this industry.
A lot.
Okay, so what advice do you have for models that are upcoming and thinking of advancing their career to the next level, and most of them are already experiencing this abuse or paying kind, paying cash, and all this kind of regular slogan or generic slogan? What advice do you have for them as they are planning to advance their career to the next level?
So I think one of the first things I always like to advise anybody going into any field, and especially a field like modeling, a lot has to do with how you look. I know a lot of times they pay so much attention to their physical attraction, but I think another thing they should also understand is the intellectual capacity of themselves. They should make sure they are very well equipped to be able to decipher what is good for me and what is wrong for me. And I understand that we are in an environment where everybody is trying to survive. Africa, Nigeria, there's this survivor mentality, and
Yes.
because people just need to make a living, when they see they're at a crossroad, they don't care and just decide to go all in. I feel like models also should learn to work together and be a team and call out these
Mm,
things. People are scared. I know people are scared, but when you figure out these particular things are happening, it's important you are able to go through the right channels to call it out. But for young models who are coming up, it's important to get closer to people who are already in the game.
mm,
Ask them a few things, how they have been able to survive and succeed to where they have gotten to. There, no doubt that some of them will try to give them some of the negative ways as to how they can climb faster. But it's also important that you know what is good and what is
mm.
wrong. I think models, especially the young upcoming models, they can actually try to get closer to the people who are already has been in the game already. No doubt that some of them might give them advice on the quickest way for them to climb the ladder, but it's also important for them to know what is good and what is bad, and also not get so interested in just climbing as to doing the
Mm.
right thing, so as to be able to reduce the issues that we're trying to get out of the modeling industry.
Thank you so much, Chike. I absolutely enjoyed this conversation with you, and I hope you models you've been able to take home one or two things: collaboration, be yourself. There's no need for you to be in a hurry just because you want to make money, you want to be known all over the world. Take your time and don't fall victim. Don't be a victim of this unnecessary circumstances with all these brand that they will tell you I'm doing you a favor and all of that. Just be yourself and allow God to do the rest. Until then, I'll see you in our next episode, episode 4 on Freedom Hut. For now, bye.
All right, thank you.